Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ultra.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lance. That ball caught by Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6. And this is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down at the 27. He'll get it inside the 20, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 15. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are back within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Walker. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. That is caught left side by Bryant. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Panthers 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Martin, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 45-yard punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. To another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker now at 1st and 10. Takes it to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. And he's got his man on the out route. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure he picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now a little more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And Lance will try again on 2nd down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 64 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point after, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense. Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Lance now to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake. Lance, pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. This is 3rd quarter, no time to panic. That also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. The Carolina the kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time. But it leaves him with a 3rd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Lance and company going on 4th down. He finds McCoy. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Lance going to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
That's caught, and he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he's got room. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Not too shabby for his first drive of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. And here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Second and 13. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And some room to work. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenneth Walker. 67 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lance looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.